Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cantina. It is Thursday night here while we are recording, but before we get into anything, as always, please smash the hell out of that like button or the dislike button, whichever you'd prefer. Subscribe to the channel. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. We'd really appreciate it. Shows how much you can support, get us in the algorithm, help us out, get all of our great content out there between whether it's Star Wars, Pokemon, fucking anything in the entertainment industry when it comes to nerd shit.
Right now, mainly Star Wars and Pokemon, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much what it is.
Star Wars and Pokemon. That's kind of our two camps of, what we're doing right now. But yeah, welcome, boys. How are we doing? How has your week been?
Not bad. My back's been a little sore this week. I don't know why. I slept on my stomach the other night for the first time in like a long fucking time. Did not feel good. And now that I'm saying this out loud too and talking with other people, like, damn, this is like what it sounds like getting old. I don't like it. It's weird.
Yeah. It's funny you said that because today I was washing dishes and my left hand was like hurting, like holding a pan a certain way in my fingers, and I was like, "This is it. This is the moment." I was like, that's what I thought. I was like, "Carpal tunnel. Where's the ibuprofen? I gotta do." I'm like in pain doing chores, holding a fucking pan. Oh god,
that's how my week's been.
I can't start a day without putting down 3 Tylenol, so I get
it. It's hard to open up Pokemon cards with arthritis. I'll tell you that.
And diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes. I'm so anemic. If I cut myself with one of these,
I'll take a sponsorship. I am diabetic and I'm drinking Pepsi.
That means he really loves your product, man. You really, come on.
Put my life on the fucking line.
Any company that makes any alcohol, I will gladly sponsor you.
He is not picky.
Not picky. No, I will say if it's shit, I'll still drink it though. But I will say it's shit. But yeah, so we're gonna get into some more Star Wars related stuff. Like I said, Star Wars and Pokemon. Today is Star Wars. We're in a weird period right now. We're in like this lull where there's like no Star Wars content unless you want to go back and watch old stuff you haven't seen. As Cody's been yelling at me off air to fucking watch Rebels. I will. At some point, I will. Okay. Peacemaker just wrapped up. Fucking Boba Fett just wrapped up. Like, I have some time now, so maybe I'll get into Rebels. I promise.
Shit.
But without old stuff to watch, if you're caught up with everything, you ain't got nothing to watch right now until we get Obi Wan. So I was thinking today,
Obi Wan.
Yeah, there you go. Obi Wan. And
it's one of those Camino darts
from the Ricci maze.
They're cloners.
God, I have so much more appreciation for those movies. It's ridiculous.
They're so good.
After talking to us, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why you ever fucking hated on them, dude.
Because he doesn't have his own opinions, dude. He just goes off what he hears, dude.
I've gotten better. Listen. I've gotten better with my own opinions on a lot of things.
Better at having your own opinions, but are the opinions better? That's debatable.
Yeah, this guy likes the Justice League.
So. You beat me to it. That's exactly where I was going next.
Listen, we're not going over this again. Art is in the eye of the beholder.
Hold on, I saw a funny meme, and I don't know if I sent it to you, but I sent it to Mason for sure. There's a picture of the Justice League, and somebody put it on Twitter, and they put, this team wouldn't have a problem with Thanos, and the first comment was, let's see if they can defeat Rotten Tomatoes first, and I fucking laughed so hard.
It was a good one. I did see that one. Yeah, it was like the best comment ever. Because I saw that meme right underneath a meme that I was already pre-laughing at, where someone tried to say marijuana when they wrote it out. And they said, if you smoke marijuana, unfriend me now. But it came out as marinara when it autocorrected. So people were like, I only smoke mozzarella. One guy was like, I'm tripping on some ranch right now. Like, then you roll into that. It was a good,
ranch. That's funny.
Yeah, tripping on some ranch. I'll trip for some ranch, man.
That fucking SNL skit. What the hell's that lady's name?
It's a hidden ranch valley in my mouth.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen that one.
We'll have to watch it after this, dude. Was that Melissa McBride? It's so funny, bro. She's dressed up like a hillbilly. She's like testing
damn
ranch.
it, Jill.
It's hilarious.
She doesn't get it. No one likes you. She's gotta go.
$50. That could really get me out of a couple jams.
we won't ruin it anymore for him, because I could line out that whole thing. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It was one hilarious. It's very rare these days that SNL can actually be funny. So the fact that like you've got some skits that you can pull out is a miracle these days. They've really sucked, but we're not going to talk about SNL.
Like a Star Wars fan, no offense. That was from SNL, wasn't it? Wasn't he on SNL when we did that? Yeah.
Yeah, they also had Adam Driver on there. He also did what was it? Adam Driver did the skit where he was talking about he was like the science guy and the two kids were next to him, but they kept making sexual references to everything, and he was getting pissed off.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Damn.
And Matt, the the undercover boss, where he's Kylo Ren. When he goes
that was
undercover.
hilarious.
That's great.
What was it? He killed that dude's kid.
Yeah.
He's in the stormtrooper program.
I heard Kylo Ren was shredded underneath that robe. Kylo Ren's a punk bitch.
It was the way he emphasized like punk. Yeah. It just made.
I have a groundbreaking announcement. I'm Kylo Ren. We
Or was he sitting at the lunch table? He's like, "Oh no, he's choking! Someone help him!" Oh.
Great.
Good Star Wars stuff. If you haven't seen that, go see that too. That's SNL. Any Star Wars skit on SNL is pretty good. But I was actually thinking today because I was like, man, we have to wait for Obi Wan. Isn't that that's in May, right?
Yeah,
May 25th.
Yeah, because I remember
I think it's like the 70th anniversary of the original movie or something like that.
Okay, because I remember we were bitching last time about how
70th.
Did I say 70th?
That would be like. In the that'd be 1952, would it not be?
50th? Sure.
In a decade.
When it came out, 70 something.
50th sounds right.
I forget what it was. Whatever.
It was a decade far, far away. That's all we know.
Yeah, dude.
He's looking it up right now.
I am.
It was some meaningful.
1977 is when that first one came out.
Some meaningful.
So if you're looking at.
It's the Star Wars bicentennial.
45 years.
45th year anniversary. That's what it was. That's what I said.
Dude, he said 70 for me. I'm just like, damn. I was like, it has been a while. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
I just kind of rolled.
That don't make sense.
70. It came out in the 70s, 70th. I don't know, whatever.
They had some hella special effects
Listen,
for
dude,
the 50s back then.
My sugar level is high, bro. I'm drinking Pepsi.
He's fucking jacked.
On diabetes.
Man might fucking start season out.
Pick it out.
But yeah, so that's coming out because I remember we were bitching that it wasn't. They're like, we missed an opportunity to put it on the 4th, but now that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
stoked about Obi Wan.
We didn't really realize that Doctor Strange comes out in the beginning of May, so they don't really want to compete with themselves.
That is true. Because honestly, I think that's a good question. Well, who do you think would actually like get ahead as far as like money or viewership? Do you think Doctor Strange would pull it out if they both released the same week, or do you think Obi-Wan would do it?
Because Obi-Wan's viewership, because Obi-Wan's on Disney Plus free.
Well, yeah, but it's only one episode as opposed to a whole movie. But who do you think it would pull in more?
I'd have to imagine it had to be Doctor Strange, so.
I guess, yeah, it's more widespread.
It's tough, yeah.
Family, kids.
I don't know if
There's a lot of Star Wars fans out there.
That's what it's like. It's like, yeah, Marvel's so fucking huge, but Star Wars is so fucking huge. Like, that'd be interesting for that to play out. I would actually be interested to see that actually play out and see what would come out ahead.
You have to think about each ticket. If you take your family, let's say you have a family of 3, you take your family of 3 to the movies, that counts as 3. But if you sit at home and watch it, does that count as 1?
That is true.
And well, they do it. Don't they do it too? Like, I remember hearing something like, because they do those TV ratings and whatnot. Isn't it like per TV in the household too? They count it as or something. So like,
yeah, they multiply it, I believe, especially when it comes to a subscription service. Because I think they did the science on it one time. Like Fauci says, the science.
Do they have my fucking? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 screens in my house.
Who are you spying on?
Nobody, but I mean, I'm counting my monitors.
He's working for the NSA, dude.
He's working for NASA? Oh no, that's the NASA.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I did.
So in Eden, dude.
You got some dyslexia there?
Yeah. Well, I said it backwards on purpose, dude.
Some dyslexia?
Good joke, dude. But fuck you,
Come on,
man.
dude. They're listening. We got a talking code, dude.
Hey.
They already know, all right. Like you said, Nick. I mean, you can't put tape over a GPS tracker.
No,
Bro,
I
the
tried.
conversations we've had on the phone, if we're not taken down yet, we're good.
It's because we have. I always feel like it's like the conversations are bad, but we hold no value for them to even want to take us.
They're like, these idiots are on the right track, but what a bunch of idiots.
We're pretty much.
Yeah.
They actually know all the secrets and they're right on the money with everything, but we don't think they're gonna do anything with it.
That
No,
would be
they're harmless.
That would be a great movie plot. Like
But
a group of like idiots. Like you could have like an American Pie style movie where a group of idiots actually stumble upon like one of the greatest like to expose the government. And like the government knows that they've come upon it, but they're just so dumb and ignorant that they just don't even care.
But then they find out.
Whatever.
But then they actually do something with it. So the government undermines these idiots, and these idiots end up fucking flipping it on them, and then they're fucking. That's funny. That could be really.
That could be good. That could be good.
We're copywriting that. If any,
Sounds like it should almost be a Harold and Kumar movie or something.
Right.
For some reason, I just picture those two doing this.
We've gone too far.
The whole interrogation scene. That's exactly that. Just turn that into a movie. Only obviously the people doing the interviewing aren't the idiots. It would be reversed, but still, that's the movie right there. I don't know what you said, buddy.
I love when they're on the plane though too, and like the old lady looks at him and he's like.
If they had them, they could probably pull that movie off. You're right. If they put those two with the way that they were in that movie, eliminate the Harold and Kumar part, yeah, you'd have a gold script.
I think so, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Let's take this to Hollywood.
All right, Hollywood, we're coming. But you're going to undermine us too.
Who direct us?
I don't know. I can't say my guy because you guys will say I'm just supporting my buddy.
I don't really know directors that well, to be honest.
We get George Lucas, bruh.
Yeah, right.
That would be interesting.
I'm going for Dave Filoni.
I was gonna say Gunn because he can do some crazy stuff.
James Gunn, yeah, the pedophile.
We know how you roll, Adam. We know how you roll.
Listen,
Would you go for like Quentin Tarantino or something?
that would be good, but I don't want my movie to be like 4 hours long.
Actually, what's the dude's
There'd be a
name?
lot of like ridiculous like fucking physics and stuff though.
I would get Uma Thurman though.
Well,
probably
exactly
not now.
who I would want. But hold on, I gotta look up his name.
I really don't know
Todd
directors
Phillips.
that well at all.
Yes.
Todd Phillips, the guy who did the
What did he
Hangover
do?
movies.
The Hangover movies. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect
That'd
humor.
be solid.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got the tenure in doing the.
Get him on the fucking phone.
let me just slide into Todd Phillips DMs right now.
Yeah, come on, Adam. Let's go, dude.
do
You're
it
the host
live.
of the
Fuck
podcast, dude.
Like
Come
I got a great idea. Like, we're gonna create the chaos of the Joker with the funniness of Hangover, and we're gonna make this a movie about the government.
I like it. I'm in. What if he said that?
Son of a bitch.
Like, son of a bitch. I'm going to have to quit my job and write a script.
I would be excited, but then I'd be like, are you on drugs? I know this is Hollywood. Like, are you on something?
You have to do
So
some
he'd be like,
drugs.
I'll have my people call your people. Hangs up. He's like, those guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And then he just
And
steals
then he
it
makes
from
the
us.
movie.
Yeah.
Then we're like, no.
Can you imagine the making of the movie would be the same premise of the movie? So we took it to Hollywood. It would be the whole behind the scenes. We were undermined by Hollywood, still got this movie out there. Then it became the biggest thing. But it's a movie about the government undermining idiots who end up flipping on. So it'd be perfect. Like, this is exactly how we had to go about making this. So that's
Like
why
a
we
movie
made it.
within a movie, dude. It's like Inception, dude.
I'm fucking. There's a pretzel in my head.
Oh my god. My mind is bent.
Oh, it's so good. These guys watching us right now, the CIA through our webcams, they're like, it's not a bad idea. Like, seriously.
They're actually gonna call him and get their movie deal.
They're like we should find these guys in public. I'll be
Ben
Todd.
Affleck or Robert De Niro.
That's what I was saying. They'll get it too. They're in the CIA. They're like, listen, if you don't give us a movie deal, we'll drone strike you.
Just throw us some money, please. You could take the idea, run with it.
Right?
Give us $1 million each.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
You guys can fucking print that in an hour. You already are.
Listen, the Saw franchise was made off of a original movie off $1 million. That was it. That was our whole budget. And they made a whole franchise. We could do it.
It can't be done.
Yeah. Okay, we need $1 million.
Listen, Tony Stark did this in a cave. There's no reason we can't do this.
All right.
Wow. This went
Star
off.
Wars.
Yeah, back to Star Wars.
Like, we have not talked about Star Wars.
So Todd Phillips' new Star Wars series. No,
I'd watch it.
I would too.
So now this is turned into from a movie into a Star Wars series.
Dude. Instead of overthrowing the government, we're overthrowing the Galactic Empire.
No, fuck that, dude. We're overthrowing the Republic. Those
Stormtrooper.
fucking hoity-toity idiots. Fuck that.
It'll be a reimagining of the Death Star. They have the Death Star plans, Lloyd Vader. They can't do shit. Those guys are fucking idiots.
They don't look like Bothans.
Bothans. But like, what would you love to see in the Star Wars universe? Honestly, we've talked about obviously every other movie idea we ever want in existence before Star Wars. But getting back to Star Wars, like I know I would love to see dive into like more Revan shit because that's not canon. But like, what do you?
Would be that was canon. That was canon at one point.
It was until Disney bought.
Yeah, that's fucking retarded. But Revan would be fucking sick. That would probably be one of my tops. That and like I always feel like Qui-Gon kind of deserved like a show or something like that.
Qui-Gon would be sick.
That
would be good.
He's such an interesting Jedi, like the way he views things and is compared to the rest of the Jedi Council.
Yeah,
and
like
we lost
him. Lost what?
I said, and we lost him so fast.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you lost like connection here. Like I was like, oh fuck, internet.
He's dying.
It totally threw me off. But yeah, like those two, I've always felt like I would love to see shows for those two. Like that's my top go-to all the time.
It would be cool now that you say that when we get the Obi Wan show, if they have some type of flashback showing Obi Wan under Qui-Gon's tutelage, like teaching him or having those like reminiscent moments, like thinking back on things. And
I was watching this thing yesterday. Well, is that new book that came out? Was it a couple years ago? The Qui-Gon book and Obi-Wan book.
Did I not buy that for you?
No, you got me the Dooku one.
I got you the Dooku one.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's right. I got it for Kevin.
I was just saying, I think that you got him that one. I haven't borrowed it from him yet to read that, but But I was watching a video yesterday that said it's confirmed that Liam Neeson is going to be in Obi-Wan in the series, and it just doesn't say it. That's what I say too. Like he has to be, but it doesn't say exactly how he's going to be. If it's going to be flashbacks or if he's just going to be a Force. And actually, I found out that he can only be a Force voice because he didn't fully master like that technique or whatever. So they didn't say, in which way he'll be in there, but he will be in there. So then that's how I felt too. I was like, he's got to be in there. Like he's got to be in the series.
It's going to be sweet because it's going to be some type of scene where Obi-Wan, in my opinion, if I was to guess, where he, he's trying to find purpose and reasoning now that he's doing like the whole Yoda thing where he's out on Tatooine, like trying to, figure things out and like meditate and, all that shit. I have a feeling we're going to get more than one moment where he's like talking to Qui-Gon, like seeking advice and counsel with him and shit. That'll be really cool.
That's what I'm hoping for too, is that it's not just like one moment. I hope it's something that like, you kind of get throughout the whole series. That'd be kind of cool. I don't want just one moment of it. I'm going to want more.
They'll go back to it.
I hope so.
Now, real quick with the Obi-Wan show, because I haven't tried to look into anything, theories, nothing, because I just want to be totally surprised on all of it. Like I just want to be fresh-minded when I go into that show. Because I've already got my own thoughts. I don't need to like pile on everything else. But like, where do you think the direction of this is going to go?
I tried to do that, Adam, but I couldn't help it yesterday. I'm just sitting around like so pumped and just like so into Star Wars at the moment. I'm just like, I gotta like look up some shit.
I just re-downloaded the online game. Like I made space and re-downloaded it, and I'm rerunning through my bounty hunter thing ever since Boba Fett stopped. So trust me, I get it. I was like, I want to be a bounty hunter.
I needed something. But what was you saying? What was the question again?
What do you think the direction of this show is going to be? Like, where do you think they're going to go with it? Like how? Because obviously with Boba Fett, we got a lot of stuff we didn't expect as far as with the Tusken Raiders, and we were like, what the fuck is this? And then it kind of got like where we thought it was going to be in the first place. Do you think it's going to be like that, or do you think they're going to do it right from start to finish?
I hope it's more straightforward. And to be honest, this is more of a character that, like, I liked Boba Fett a lot, but I'll be more pissed if they fuck around with Obi-Wan than I was with Boba Fett. Because, like, Obi-Wan's such a badass. And I'm not a huge fan of the Jedi, but he's one of the few that I like a lot. Like, one of my favorite characters. And he's just such a good character that, I don't know, I hope they don't fuck around with it like that. I want it to just be straightforward and, like, a good show. What I would like to see, though, in the direction I would like to see it going is a lot of back and forth with him and Darth Vader at this point. Because this is after, like, what was it based? It's like 9 or 10 years after
I think it's 10, yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, right? So
Yeah.
that's also when Darth Vader's getting like, still manipulated and beat down by the Emperor and stuff like that. And like Darth Vader actually undergoes more of like him becoming more Darth Vader. So like I kind of hope they kind of show the interplay between him and Obi-Wan while he's going through that and stuff. That's what I want to see a lot of. And that's where I think like Qui-Gon will kind of play in a lot too, I don't know. That's the direction I'd like to see it go.
You agree?
I mean, I think we're gonna see some interactions between a very young Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan because he knows who he is. Remember, he was like, Ben? Like, he knows who he is. I think we're definitely gonna leave Tatooine. Like, Obi-Wan's gonna leave. You can't just sit on one planet the whole time.
No.
And I can't wait for they're gonna have a rematch. I mean, they've already said as much, and it makes perfect sense for the movies because Vader says, when I left you, I was about to learn her, but Obi-Wan left him on Mustafar. So there was another meeting between the two.
It's gonna be nice to see that fleshed out.
It will be, because Vader's gonna win. Like, Vader has to win and be like, I think it's gonna be a situation where it was like, you left me for dead, but didn't kill me. I'm gonna leave you here to die. If you survive, you survive. If he dies, he dies. Type of deal,
It turned out Ivan Drago.
Right. So, I mean, I struggle with the notion because it keeps coming up and it keeps pissing me the fuck off. People bringing up Darth Maul being in this. I would love that. I just don't know how it would fit in with everything that happened in Rebels, because Darth Maul is on this journey where it takes him fucking forever to get there, and then Obi-Wan shits on his bread immediately. So I can't see, unless like the series ends with Maul walking up to him at the campfire, which would be dope, because it's like
filling that
that's
gap
where it ends. Yeah, and that would be kind of cool. Like, we see Obi-Wan, because like we got in Rebels, you get everything Maul went through to get to that point where he's still struggling to let go of that. But in this series, you could see, especially since Dave Filoni is part of this, how Obi-Wan overcomes everything and is able to let go of the fact that the feeling of failing his master and everything else. And then like you get the culmination of him meeting Maul. That would be fucking epic too. But who knows? I don't know. It's Star Wars. I'm gonna love it. So
yeah, I know I will too, and I will agree that I think they're gonna go off world, and I hope they do, because you can't have, in my opinion, I read this online and I did agree with it, that like we're getting a shit ton of Tatooine, like with all the different shows.
yeah.
Like I want more than just Tatooine. Like we've seen it in the movies, we've seen it in the shows.
Right.
Like I'd want to see more planets. Like when we saw, if it wasn't for in Boba Fett Mandalorian being introduced, we wouldn't have got anything but Tatooine. Like from start to finish, that's all it would have been. And when we got that planet that looked like, or that, I guess you can call it planet, that looked like Halo from the Halo game series.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when they went to that.
I was like, that's dope. Like that's really cool. I want to see more expanded stuff in when it comes to this universe. Like I'm tired of, like we've always said, the linear family storyline, the same planets. Like I get it. I love those places too, but I want new shit.
It gets played out after a little bit.
Yeah.
It's cool,
Like,
but it's like, all right.
Yeah, we talk about, in a galaxy far, far away, but I've only seen so many planets, and you keep saying it's a whole fucking galaxy, but stop showing me the same shit.
Yeah.
Like expand on it. And so I would hope that he does go back. He may go back to Camino. Do you think he'll go back to Camino at some point for like refuge or something along those lines? Because I mean, that's some place that he has ties to that they were kind of friendly with. But again, I didn't watch Bad Batch to finish, so I don't know how that ended because they were on Camino there too.
I didn't finish Bad Batch.
I didn't either.
That was a tough show for me to kind of finish. I don't know why I just didn't like.
I didn't vibe with it.
It didn't pull. Yeah, it didn't like pull me in. Like I wanted it to. I wanted it so bad to pull me in because I thought it was sweet.
Enough.
But
it took too long to figure out what she was. Like she was a clone. But
that's how I kind of felt. Yeah, going through, I'm like, this is just taking a long time to like just. I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't pull me in, so I didn't finish it. But thinking about that though, I don't know if Obi-Wan would have a reason to necessarily go back to Camino at this point. Like,
no,
because there's nothing he could do about the clones at this point. And at this point, wouldn't this be about when it starts not becoming so much as clones as more of, just like regular recruited people, like this far past? So like,
A place I could see him going is Alderaan.
That was my
That'd
next.
be cool. That'd be cool
to check on things.
Do we ever really get to see Alderaan besides it being blown up? Like that's it.
Real bits of Alderaan in every bite.
So,
What's
like,
that? What's that meme I sent you guys where it was like Luke going up to Han? He was like, "Hey, she's rich," and he's like, "Yeah, all her riches just blew up, kid. Like, don't give a fuck. The whole planet's gone. She's not rich anymore."
No, that'd be sweet if they showed on Alderaan or something. Yeah, like him checking on Leia or something like that. That would be pretty cool.
And checking in with everyone.
Looking for love in Alderaan places.
I mean, is Obi-Wan gonna have any connection to Yoda, or is Yoda just in Dagobah just fucking burying himself? Like,
that would be interesting too, because we don't know if Obi-Wan knows that Yoda's alive or vice versa.
He has to.
Do we?
He has.
He probably
he knows he's alive.
Okay.
He has to, because think about it. His Force Ghost ends up in Dagobah when Luke's training.
That's true. Yeah. So maybe they just they do have that connection through the Force then to know, like, or at least sense that each other's still alive.
Yeah, they sense it. Just like when anyone dies, they always say, "I sense a disturbance." They don't know exactly what's happening, but they know that person's like hurt or dead.
Yeah. No, that'd be sweet too. I would like to see that, like Obi-Wan maybe meet up with Yoda or something, like maybe even after like he loses a fight to Darth Vader or something like that, like, or some type of run-in maybe with him. He tries to get counsel from Yoda or something.
It'd be really interesting if if Obi-Wan's like talking, like runs into Yoda or whatever, like they're communicating, and then like we see Obi-Wan leaving, but then you hear Qui-Gon talk to Yoda and they talk about like what Yoda's going, like what Obi-Wan's
just like they did with
sick.
Luke.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be sweet. That would be awesome.
That'd be a moment, bruh.
Yeah, it would be.
That would be cool. I'm just really excited to see Ewan and Hayden on screen together. Like, even though I know, do you think we're going to see him unmasked at any point, or is he going to always have the mask on?
You think in the suit and all that unmasked?
It would be.
Well, yeah, flashbacks. That wouldn't be unmasked because he's not wearing a suit.
It's unmasked.
I don't count that because he'd have to be in a suit with a mask to be unmasked. Obviously.
No, I don't think so.
Is he for the mask mandates or against them?
We need to know, where does Darth Vader stand?
He's like,
is he with the science or against the science?
He's like, COVID-19, I'm good. Like, I'm built for this, literally. I have a filtration system. It's charcoal. I'm excited to see him on screen again. Now, what I'm curious about with the fights, because we know when they fought each other, they were the most epic lightsaber battles we've ever gotten in
my favorite of all time, and I think hands down the best.
Yes. Oh, between the music, the speed, the fighting, the choreography, how much they actually dedicated their time
emotion.
Like everything. Do you think they're going to bring that same energy and feeling when hopefully we get a fight, like you said, again? And because I also know that when he becomes Vader, he fights differently, as we've seen on screen. The most versatile we've seen him fight, where he shows any type of like aggression other than just like stoic, like standard, sword play, is in Rogue One. That was the first time we saw him kind of going ham. Do you think we're going to get more than that, or like exactly about that type of energy?
We should get that, because that's still like, Vader's not.
This would be pre
like,
that.
Yeah. So Vader's still, even though he's a lot machine, like he's still kind of in his prime somewhat, because even in the movies like A New Hope, he's older, he's just as old as Obi-Wan almost. Obviously younger, but you know what I mean, like. So I would imagine we would get something close to Rogue One. At least I would imagine. I would think.
Probably a little faster.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's going to be like a Yoda moment, like we saw in Attack of the Clones, Episode 2, when all of a sudden he just
around, dude.
No,
not jumping around, but I'm just saying, like, you're like, oh, he's a robot, he's hurt, and this and that. And all of a sudden, he's just like, whop, 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 when you're just like,
Well, I'm sure people feel that way because they won't put all of it together. I mean, there's not a lot of people who are going to sit here and put all that together. They'll probably think of the first Obi-Wan Vader fight and be like, how is this possible?
How is this possible? Is that how the average Star Wars user, they're like, what's happening? Like fucking talking like Bane.
It just makes you think of the turkey and Swiss.
There's all of a turkey with Swiss.
Bane's Deli, man. I couldn't help it. It was like I literally had to like catch up with the group or my family members and friends I was walking with because I was like, nope, got to stop.
Did you ever get a sandwich from there?
No, they were closed because of COVID.
Oh, did you ever go back to get a sandwich from
I'm
there?
going to because that aquarium's pretty cool, and they actually have a bar at that aquarium. So what says funnier than eating edibles, having some drinks, and go staring at fish?
Fair enough.
That sounds like a fun time, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing you can do fun as adults when you go to an aquarium, other than enjoying the aquarium like I do, or the zoo, is you just take some edibles and you just go stare at the fish tanks. Just don't do the sharks. That's all I'll say. Just don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do them.
Yeah, don't fuck the sharks.
Don't touch their private parts.
That is my no square.
That's the only time they bite. The only time they bite is if you touch their private parts.
A documentary?
Documentary.
Wasn't that the 51st Dates?
Yeah.
Oh, Rob Schneider is a Hawaiian. One eye. Oh.
Let me ask you a question, because you said you want to see Revan.
I do.
Obviously, that's a layup, right? I think every fucking Star Wars nerd wants to see Revan.
They're stupid not to make a Revan series, in my opinion. I just don't get it.
Right. It's in the little booklet for, I think it's The Last Jedi, that Luke's necklace or whatever with the Kyber crystal is from one of the first Crusaders, which Revan was. So a lot of people tied that in like, oh, they're bringing him out. But they've been fucking talking about it for years and never done it. But my question to you is, if they did a series, what Revan do you want to see?
I want to see the
whole deal, like from the beginning, or
I would like to at least see where he starts off with Malak. I would like to see where he's with the Jedi, where it's him and Malak with the Jedi, starting off in that setting, because that's where he originally goes from Jedi to Sith, and then he, after that he like flip flops and stuff. So I want to see the defining moment when he actually flips with Malak, because him and Malak were not Sith in the beginning. They were like,
they try to fight the Emperor and they fucking lose.
Yep.
Yeah, they lose, and obviously, Revan was kind of like that Anakin situation where, he was like super powerful, and they were like, all right, like this guy's really good, but like to what point? Like we're worried that if he flips, like it's over. Like he's so powerful, it could be bad, which was like Anakin, and that's how they kind of thought as Revan back in the day. It's like he's powerful, he was like their star pupil, but like, is this a bad or good thing? So I'd love to see that transition and to see how they flip over, and then everything that happens from there. At least that would be cool, because you got to have the origin, because Revan's origin story is pretty baller.
It's so good.
Yeah, and his outfits are just fucking amazing.
So
the way
fashionable. That's great.
So we're gonna do that where he fights the Mandalorians.
Yeah, where he fights the Mandalorians. He takes on the fucking the Mandalorian, the head Mandalorian, head on one. And that's when he gets angry and takes that helmet, and he's like, vows he's never gonna fucking take that bitch off until he, gets revenge and gets rid of all of them. And it's just like, that's epic. Like, I want that. Like, that is so cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking sick.
Easy content if it's done right. If it was in Dave Filoni's hands, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I think everybody wants to see it.
And the fact that he's got the coolest combination of lightsaber as ever between violet and fucking what's the word they use for the red?
Crimson.
Thank you. Yeah, it was violet and crimson. Those. Sorry,
I don't know. It popped in my head.
It's such a great combination. Like, those colors are awesome. I don't know. It's just, everything about him would be amazing, because he goes, like you said, he's Revan, then he's Darth Revan, then he goes back to the Jedi, and then later on he becomes Dark Revan when he's kind of like in between both, where he's just like doing whatever. Like,
he's dead then.
Well, yeah, he's dead, but he actually brings himself back to life with only the will of his fucking hatred and vengeance. He wills himself back together with the Force. Like, that's holy shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what whatever her name is, Rey, says at the end, where she's like, I am the Jedi. No, that motherfucker is. I don't care what you said. He's literally like, you're dead. And he was like, nope, I don't will it. And he's like, I'm alive. What? Just epic. Like, that would be such a cool thing to see on screen. The bad guys think they win, and he just comes back to life because he's so angry. He's like, no. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't disagree. There's nothing I can disagree with on this. want to see it too.
Yeah.
First of all, let's note that, timestamp that, because that's the first time I've ever said anything.
You picked the biggest layup in the fucking world, dude.
I don't blame them though. Like honestly, they are stupid at this point to not make a Revan show.
Eventually.
They would make so much money.
I don't think Disney will do it, man.
They will.
That's
will.
How I feel. I feel like they just hopefully, but they're also doing this Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Dude. They already made Nihilus canon. It's coming. Just chill out.
I mean, if they do Knights of the Old,
they're gonna do him the honor of giving him his own show. They're not just gonna make him a statue in the background of a movie like they did Nihilus.
Hopefully, I hope that's the.
It's 100%.
What happens?
You just gotta fucking chill.
I mean, because if you even look back, Revan's pretty much the precursor and the starting point of like why eventually there was a Darth Sidious. Like that would be so cool to tie that in.
Well, that's kind of where I was coming at. The two shows I want to see is either Darth Plagueis or fucking.
God, that'd be so good.
I think a really good show, and it would make a lot of money, would be a Count Dooku show. Like Count Dooku learning under fucking Yoda, and then turning, and that'd be so good.
That would be so good because he was one too that like
Asajj Ventress. You could bring her back, like,
because I know Dooku didn't necessarily want to go to the dark side either. He was more like akin to almost like Qui Gon Jinn in a sense, like the way he kind of seen things. So
I want to learn every way of the Force, not just this dogmatic view of the Jedi.
I mean, yep. This is dude. But honestly, Darth Plagueis. Oh god, that'd be fucking. I have that book and I've read it like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. It's so fucking good. And like once I realized too when I read that book and then went back and watched episode 1 specifically, knowing everything that has gone on in the background of that movie, it makes that movie a million fucking times better. Just so much better to watch. Oh my god, it's just so good. Darth Plagueis show would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I would love that show.
Fuck yeah.
It would be cool. Because I haven't read the book and now I really want to do it.
Training Sidious and then Sidious killing like this show could end with Sidious killing him. And it's like, this is all pieced together. We know
that'd be the perfect endpoint. Yep. So good. So good.
Yeah, and we'll actually get to see a cool I learned how to shoot lightning moment, not like, oh, my Wookiee friend. Oh no, my fingers are sparkling. I've killed him.
Come on, dude. Unlimited power, dude.
Before he got all, before he needed
him use it, dude.
Yeah, before we needed him to see, he needed some Lubriderm on his face.
Kind of cool too if they brought Mace Windu back and like a show of him surviving and leaving the Order, because he was another one too that always
he survived that shit.
Well, it's always been like the fan rumors he survived.
Oh, okay. Like
when you really think about it, it's like it is plausible. I mean, he got hit with lightning force, but Mace Windu was like as fucking strong as Master Yoda.
No, to be honest too, I always thought it was weird that they made it seem like he died because when I do, especially when I started getting older, I'm like, you're telling me Mace Windu did die just from getting like flown out the window? Like,
right?
He's pretty high on the Jedi Council. Like, he's up there. Like,
well, there's.
So, I mean, I guess I could see that.
There's a thing like where, like Mace Windu is as powerful in the Force pretty much as Master Yoda. Like, I gotta imagine he'd be able to control himself falling. I mean, we see Anakin and Obi Wan do it in that fucking chase. So,
right?
Can we stop talking about the window, please? It's making me laugh too much because of that picture where they're like, he went out the window. I was like,
Jesus, Mace, get yourself together, dude.
Mace went out the window. It was so good. Yeah, I don't think he's dead, man.
I mean, show would be dope too.
Yes,
Inquisitors just hunting down fucking Jedi and killing them and shit.
I mean, we got a taste of that. We got a taste of that in the game.
I almost feel like that might happen during the Obi Wan series too. Wouldn't that not be going on?
100%.
Like,
I think it's already confirmed that the Grand Inquisitor is going to be in this.
Okay,
dude,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sweet.
The Sith Inquisitors were fucking vicious.
They're dope. The Grand Inquisitor, I'm pretty sure, was a Jedi.
That's one of my favorite classes to play on the Old Republic Online, is to be a Sith Inquisitor. It's a great storyline to play. It's so good. There's like fucking you're working for like a Sith Inquisitor that's like really evil, obviously, and like he's doing like human experiments on people and like torturing people with Force lightning to get answers, and you're sitting there having to decide whether you're allowing it to go on, and you're just like, like it's so good. You're like, I am evil.
I love torture.
And then the guy talking is like this. He's got like the stereotypical British accent where he's just talking casually as he's like frying this dude. He's like, well, I guess he doesn't want to speak. Too bad for him. Okay. I love the Inquisitors, man. The Inquisitors in God, what's the game? Jedi: The Fallen Order. They were vicious too. When you first meet them in that game.
Yeah, the sister Inquisitors, they're a bunch of pussies, dude.
I'm just saying they don't fuck around though.
Yeah.
Still have not played that yet.
I haven't beat it, but I played it. I played a good chunk of it.
You watch Rebels, dude. You can see Ahsoka go 2v1 versus Inquisitors, dude. Obviously, we know how that turned out.
I'll watch it.
She doesn't kill him. She doesn't. She just lets him live. Let's put it that way, dude.
Severely injures.
She chops off their arms and legs and lets them.
Yep.
They're quadriplegics.
Use the Force to float your ass home.
Did you say a bowl of cereal in front of them? That's all she gives them to eat. One meal's worth of a bowl of cereal.
That's it.
No straw, no spoon.
Right.
No.
You lap it up like the animal you are.
She didn't even give them enough milk to where the cereal floated. It was like just half. That's
it. Wasn't even milk, dude. It was water, dude.
No, it was that blue milk that Luke was drinking, that nasty shit.
Dude.
Very good. Ugh. Fucking soy milk. We have an entire galaxy of products to choose from, and you give me soy? Yeah, it's there's a lot of potential for a lot of different shit, and I hope Disney keeps going on this forever, because so far they've I would say 90% hit it out of the park with all these shows. You know, we've had our gripes and complaints and shit like that, but I mean, it's been pretty solid.
I'll tell you this too, I'm pretty upset that they so far have canceled that Squadron show.
Yeah, I was mad about that too. I was looking forward to that.
Which one is that? I'm thinking of the Republic Rangers one. That's not the same one though, right?
No.
It's a different one they had that they were gonna. Why did they cancel
that one?
That
was canceled too, because I think that had to do with Gina Carano.
that one I know was canceled because they fired her.
Yeah.
And then whatever.
Yeah, the honestly, one was canceled because they had to fire the director for some fucking reason. I think they said creative differences.
Yeah. Which makes no sense. It's like, just at this point, just let it go. I don't know, because that's what we always bitch about, is they always want their fingers in shit. Just let the person you hire do their fucking job.
Yeah.
Like, you're really telling me all the money you're going to put into that one show is going to cripple you? Like, shut the fuck up.
You do have to watch what they do, bro.
I understand, but obviously, like,
bitch bag that directed Eternals. I was reading about this because Mason brought it to my attention. Kevin Feige had to nix the ending of what she wanted to do. She wanted the Earth to blow up, bro. Kevin Feige's like, excuse me, we have a whole Phase 4 planned. We can't just blow the Earth up.
So
you gotta watch the directors a little.
Isn't there a script that directors are supposed to kind of follow?
Well, like, you let them do what they think.
But like, if in the script it doesn't say like the world blows up, like
no, but that was her creative thing, that they fail, and a celestial comes out and it destroys the Earth. The Earth blows up. It's like, excuse me, we got more movies to make here, woman.
The only way that would even make sense is if they like played it off that was one of the universes because of the multiverse happening. So it's not like the universe where we know.
There's a whole movie they talk about being in that universe.
Okay, well then never mind.
Thanos and everything throughout the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, that's stupid. I understand you have to watch your directors, but I'm saying I guarantee you, with the way that Disney is with like a lot of this shit,
you don't want to Warner Brothers it with DC.
No, you don't.
Unless it's Justice League, because then he'd enjoy that.
Listen, Peacemaker was a good show. Okay, DC pulled a fucking good show. The finale for that was hilarious and awesome. That show actually had like heart, comedy, dark humor. Like, it was a good mix of everything.
Let's be honest. The finale was a weak episode with a good cameo ending to make you feel good.
I like the episode. I thought it was good. We even got, Diebeard. We got a heartfelt moment with Diebeard. Like there was a little bit for everybody.
I'm not saying it was a bad show. It was a good show with a cameo that made you feel a little bit better about the final episode.
Yeah,
I don't think the final episode is the best episode of the show. That's all I'm saying.
It's not the best episode in the show, but I'm saying they gives DC hope. There's hope.
I agree. You know what gives DC real hope is this fucking Batman movie that's coming out. Oh man, I'm fucking pumped for this movie.
3 hours of glory. It's
I was reading too that this is like it's year one of Batman, but this is more of an origin story for the villains of this movie than it is anything else. I was like, yes.
Oh, that'll be
good.
Sweet.
Yes. I don't need to see Batman's origin story again.
We all know.
I'm over it.
It's kind of like every time they made a Spider-Man. He's got his own sitcom out now. I just saw a trailer.
I don't pay attention to Pete Holmes' life, dude.
Well, I just saw it on TV today. Like I just saw
he hasn't come back to Cleveland because I had tickets to go see his show like 2 weeks before COVID happened. The fucker hasn't come back.
Dude, the only thing we got to do that year was see Joe Bonamassa. That was it.
Thank God.
Dude, honestly, that was like, at least we got to see that, and then everything got shut down.
A goat.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, we need to figure out if we're still going to Celebration this year.
We don't need to figure it out. We are. We need to figure out if you're coming with us.
I am. I've got vacation.
Because this is the first I've heard about it.
Well, because I was going to ask you guys tonight. I got my form that I have to turn in by March 2nd to put in for vacation for this year. So I'm ready to go. And the days that the convention is, I'm already off those days. So really, I'm adding on days before. Only Friday?
We only bought 1 day ticket.
Yeah, it's a 1 day thing.
Well, then I'm good.
We just transferred a ticket from before COVID to now.
That's cool. Then I'm ready to go.
I will be having a camera, and we're going to be fucking vlogsing from there, dude.
Yeah, right. I'm going to try. Yeah, like even before we leave, I'm going to try to get some equipment too. I'm either going to get like I saw like GoPros, Equipmonk, yeah, with a lot of attachments. So yeah, we're going to be recording Star Wars Celebrations as much as we can without them kicking us out.
What we need to do though, seriously, is lock down a hotel. Like honestly.
Yeah, I was looking. There's one that's like 10 minutes away for like $200 a night, real cheap. So not bad. Cheap suits, they sell them there. We'll figure that out. We're not going to talk plans on here live, but yes, I mean Okay, well there you go. But we are going to be recording Star Wars Celebration stuff as much as possible. So
it's good.
I don't know. I might even get some cool memorabilia that we might auction off for the show. That'll go. All proceeds go to donate to the show, so we can make the show better, and we can give you guys some cool swag.
I like that, dude. I like that.
All proceeds go to the charity of Cantina Corner.
I thought that was funny.
CCC.
I like that.
All proceeds go straight to us.
Hey, we're up front and honest. We ain't selling no bullshit here.
We're a non-profit. We take
literally we do not profit from this.
Yeah. We actually we sold it on auction for $200. We paid $350 for this. We literally lost money.
It's like Cartman on those fucking South Park when he does the fucking the at-home buying where he's like showing bullshit on TV, the shop networks, and he's like, this ring's like $9,000. What are we gonna give it away for today? $250 today. You're basically stealing it from us. You can buy it right now. We spent $9,000. We'll give it to you for $250. No, but see, I'm gonna try to get some like cool like memorabilia that we can like try to give back to anyone listening. We're making
that we are gonna go to Disney as well.
Yeah,
we are gonna give those cucks some money.
Yeah, I have to. I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge, even though it's in California. I still need to go. So it's gonna happen.
Florida, dude. So.
What?
I said it's also in Florida, but.
Well, yeah, the Galaxy's Edge, yeah, but we're going to the one in California.
Just saying it.
So I'm gonna cry and see the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
it's gonna be beautiful. He fucking cried.
He's a little bitch too.
Okay, when I went there, dude.
I thought you said you teared up.
No.
Oh well, I'm gonna cry like a bitch. That I am. I'm 100% aware of.
32-year-old little bitch.
I am excited that they're going to have those retractable lightsabers now, though. That I'm really happy about.
They're not for sale, dude.
I know, but still, I can hold out for one. Now I don't have to burn 200 on one that doesn't retract.
Dude, I'm just happy
them.
I can retract my penis, dude. Let's be real.
Is that what you do when you have sex? Every time you're getting ready, you're like,
every time. Every time.
When you put it, it's like.
And then you got the fucking your girl sitting there going like, they're coming through the blast doors. Impossible.
Is that legal?
They're still coming through.
Don't ever say is that legal, because then it's like 18, not 18. It's a whole situation. Sir, they've gone up the ventilation shaft. Who knew you can make anal jokes with Star Wars quotes? And that was a Dr. Seuss way of saying it right there. All right. Well, I think we should end it on that.
You think so?
Well, yeah.
Call it, dude.
The Star Wars reference to sex puns.
He's calling it.
I'm calling it like it is, dude.
Calling it. 11/12, February 24th, 2022. Fucking dead.
There I was by myself. I had deer piss on my leg. Don't ask me why. All right. But anyways, so that's going to wrap it up for us here today. Obviously, let us know in the comments below what you think as far as shows you would like to see from Disney. How hyped are you about the new Obi Wan series coming out? I know we're talking about it a little bit early, but in this lull of no Star Wars content, unless there's prior stuff you need to catch up on, it kind of sucks. But once we get Obi Wan, it's going to be epic, I hope, as we've been talking about today. Always like and subscribe. Follow the social medias on all of our pages: Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on that, and join us for every episode, and like and share and subscribe, and we will see you next time.